3 weeks ago, I ranked the winning chances of the Survivor 43 cast, but that was the preseason. We're in the majors now. Internet, buckle up. Let's talk about the true contenders for the Survivor 43 crown. Needs to be said, there will be no spoilers for Survivor 43 beyond the first 3 episodes because as of this video, more episodes haven't aired. And that's the beauty of making early game predictions. And there's nothing more beautiful than being dead wrong this early in the season. So before I get to my last placers, let me know your top 4 players to win this season. Feel free to rank the entire cast if you wanna. Either way, here is the player I have in last place and least likely to win. Coming in at number 15, we have Gabler. Gabler. Why Gabler? Because I've watched 43 seasons of this show, and he's Gabler. Could he go far? Absolutely. Is he gonna win?
I'll be playing my shot in the dark because I should be at risk tonight. Cool?
Number 14, also from the Baka tribe, it's Janine. She's got a strong connection with Ellie and possibly low-key Owen, that's good. She did set the tribe back in that first immunity challenge, that's bad. But overall, her best bet is to survive this pre-merge and then lay low. Real low. Find the goatiest goats and just hope for the best. But it feels like a long shot.
I'm just so confused what game the boys are playing.
They're not. I don't think they're playing.
I'm so confused about it.
Number 13, the first to fall from the Blue Cocoa tribe, and that's Ryan. I like Ryan. He seems like a nice guy. He seems like he's able to hold up his tribe, maybe literally, but he's on the bottom. And I would not be surprised if he gets clipped first from Coco, given the numbers aren't in his favor and he may be a physical threat come the merge. He could be a shield, but he would need to be in the majority to make that strategy work. I just have not seen it yet.
Oh, look at that, it's so nice. To be able to pull off this challenge feels like everything that I've been through had a meaning.
Number 12. On the flip side of Ryan, I have Gio. Gio is in a similar situation to Ryan, although he is less physical in stature. He's got a big heart, and a big heart can cast a wide shadow. While I could see him surviving longer than Ryan, I can't say that he's currently set up for the long haul. He's on the outs, he could get clipped first too, and I worry that he'll be just too underestimated for his own good.
Hello, Mr. Papaya Tree. A lot of thorns protecting you, but they're not gonna save you today.
Number 11. A minor footnote, but up until episode 3, Noelle was much closer to the bottom. Going into this video prior to episode 3, she was competing for dead last. But now we have 3 episodes to deal with and we've got a stolen vote and a lover in Dwight. Yeah, Noelle kind of stole the show in episode 3, but I gotta say that she's not out of the deep just yet. She's scraping by, but the tide could turn her way real soon. We have seen winners find themselves in bad spots early in the game before, but I still just don't feel great about her odds. She is kind of a badass though.
This might be a first on Survivor, but hey, I have a great hidden spot right inside my footshelf.
Number 10. It pains me to say this, it really does. But Toto, we're not in the preseason anymore. And number 10 is Owen. But I'll say this first, Owen's got the chops to go far. Owen has absolutely impressed me on a tactical level. He's in the middle, seems to have carved out a good spot for himself between the guys and the girls. But I worry Owen isn't taken seriously enough to garner the respect needed to win. He's been characterized as the higher maintenance lesser of Ellie's 2 kids, which is such a bizarre spin on this misfit tribe, and yeah, I have Owen close to the middle. He could swing in either direction.
And now it looks like I peed in pants, but someone had to do it.
And speaking of a certain direction, how about a cannonball off the nearest rock? Number 9 is Cody, which is kind of bizarre to see. He's a big wild card and a bit erratic. I have him this high because he has the charisma to win. Big Tony energy. He's active and moving and on his feet. He's living, but it might be too much. It's worked well enough so far on Vessi, but what about the rest of the cast? I could see him making a dent. He's still got that idol, which could trump a stolen vote. Hello, Noelle. But right now, he's just a little too hot and cold.
The odds of actually winning it all are against you, but the odds of having a good time out here, that's in your own hands.
Number 8. It's Dwight. He lost his vote at Risky Rock in episode 1, got married in episode 2, got his way in episode 3. Really, what's left on the bucket list besides winning immunity and winning the game? Dwight is an interesting one. He's a bit of an enigma. He's sorta on the bottom, but also sorta not. He's not set himself up to be the power player that he wants to be, and in fact, his partner in crime, Jesse, is where he would like to be. Should he be turning on Jesse? I think Dwight can win. I think he can go far. I think he's got the passion to do well. But there's that mighty but. Because he's kind of still an enigma to me, he's just not yet in my upper echelon.
The island marriage is a bit strained right now, gotta say. He's sleeping on the couch. But this tribal council, in a way, woke me up to the kind of game Jesse is playing.
Number 7. I have Ellie, the ringleader of the Baka tribe, who spearheaded the first vote and put herself in a decent spot in the early game. I have Ellie high on my ranking because she has shown me that she's got the chops to get stuff done. She's got allies and she's got a lot of promise. Through 4.5 hours of this season, she has really shown herself to be one of the main characters and power players. But my main reason that she isn't higher is because I think she could be a little too confident. She's underestimating her tribe mates, and that's never a good thing, and it's making her out to potentially be a villain. Outside of a handful of seasons, villains don't usually win. But hey, villains do have more fun.
They got it! Baka wins! Immunity!
I did that, and that was something that came from my brain, and I underestimate that a lot.
Number 6. Another player in the middle, and somebody that I kind of thought would be higher but ultimately falls here, is James. He was brought into the Women's Alliance as a pawn who wants to be a king. He knows his position in the tribe, but is also a really smart guy. He revels in chaos, and with the pace of the game today, the season is bound to get messy. I also think that he may surprise many of us. He's got a very tactical mind. The island is his chessboard, but I guess I just can't say anything else other than I just feel better about my top 5. And I can see it now at the end of the season. James could very well be the dark horse that I've snubbed.
It's always better to let people feel like they have the upper hand. I want to be a king, but I'm gonna look like the pawn.
Number 5. We're going to save some of the best for last because this is going to be a juicy pick, and I think this is going to blindside some of you. But just outside of my top 4, I have, from the Vesti tribe, Jesse. Yeah, okay, the man of the hour, the man with the master plan, low-key yet also high-key in control, allies just out the wazoo, who have also clocked that he's been underestimated. Jesse was understated. Jesse was the swing vote, but that's all past tense. While I have a sneaky suspicion Jesse is going to do some damage this season, I fear his game has been had too early for my liking. I will say that he is the player I've had to question the most about where they fall, but this is it for now.
I don't really get invited to parties or anything like that, but out here I got like 2 invitations to 2 separate parties, and now I have to figure out which one I want to go to.
And so we get to the title of the video, my top 4 true contenders. Let's talk about them. The order doesn't matter so much, that's just how the format's always worked. These are my top 4, and I'm thinking one of them is the winner. Over on Coco, we have the 3 women, Carla, Cassidy, and Lindsay. Up until last season, the name Lindsay on Survivor just has not done very well. But can season 43's Lindsay take the name to new heights? Being a nurse, being a bit older than the average of the cast, being fit, finding herself in a great spot early that she wanted to put together, I really like what I've seen from her, and I would not be surprised if my spidey senses are tingling for a good reason.
I've spent the last 22 years imagining this moment. It's finally here. I get one shot at it. What am I gonna do with it?
And right next to her is Cassidy, the cunning, nature-loving fox, who's fittingly laying low and waiting to strike. Just like Lindsay, will she ever get that chance? Being underestimated is where you want to be, especially if the past 2 seasons are any barometer to go by. And Cassidy is in a similar spot to her allies, but she's told us that she has what it takes to go for the jugular and control her own fate when the time is right. Khaleesi, whenever you're ready.
I want to play like a fox, clever and cunning. I want to outmaneuver people. I want to be sneaky. It allows me to stay behind the scenes and nobody sees me as like a huge threat until it's too late.
And of course, that leaves us with Carla, a player who has really taken her time to think through her game. Carla may be in the best spot of literally anyone in the game right now. She's got an idol that nobody knows about. She found herself between 2 alliances as a swing vote. She's got connections across the board, and I think that she may be one of the most underestimated on this cast. Carla could do very well. Compared to the preseason, she has surprised me a lot. I do wonder if Carla's biggest enemy will be herself, though, almost like, say, Aubrey from Co Wrong, but we'll see.
This game is all about overcoming fear.
do it. There's no way that I'm just gonna sit back and let someone else play a beautiful game.
Meanwhile, lastly, on the Yellow Baka tribe, all alone, I have Sammy. He came out of the gate guns blazing despite not wanting to do so. Solved the puzzle, made fire, noticed Ellie's head pats. But because he did, and because we really haven't seen him face repercussions for his game, I gotta say, Sammy may be the most impressive teenager to ever play Survivor. After 3 episodes. I know, it's a high bar, but he did tell us that he's gonna win, and I'm here for it. Not sure how he's gonna do it, but I'm here for it. Maybe he'll satisfy Jeff's desire for that all-teenager season.
I'm trying to play to what people see me as out here. Every little thing can be used against you in this game. I'm out here doing what most 19-year-olds can do, and I'm gonna be the youngest to win this game.
You're killing it, Sammy.
And those are my true contenders for Survivor 43. Lindsay, Cassidy, Carla, and Sammy. And so, I turn to you, and I ask again, who's your top 4? Any early winner picks? It's always fun to revisit old comment sections way after the fact and see just how wrong we really are. A big thank you to my patrons for all your support, for being the only contenders in my eyes. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to wear your bad picks, your L's, like a badge of honor on your way out. It's not about being right, it's about being here right now. And I will see you in the next one, once my picks are biannually the next 4 boots.
It feels great, because I'm gonna get the last laugh on this one. It's gonna be very satisfying. I can be Cool Hand Luke, taking it easy the whole time, and I will surprise her at Tribal big time.
Yeah, so I feel evil.